Have you ever noticed that the Ali Abdaal thumbnails look a bit strange? They feel unprocessed, dark, and sometimes Ali doesn't even pop out from the background. Yeah, this exact style generates millions of views. Today I will show you how to replicate this raw aesthetic. We're ditching a perfect retouching to create a design that actually builds trust. So what is the secret? While everyone else is creating waxy skin and intense rim light, Ali Abdaal's team bets entirely on simplicity. The main rules of these styles are natural colors, absolutely no oversaturation, and unpolished looks that perfectly renounces his education niche. And most importantly, we don't hide imperfection, we make them part of the style. Alright, we're here in the Photoshop. You can just copy my settings here. Now we need to bring Ali's photo onto our canvas. Next, let's resize the image to fit, and I will use the generative field to expand the missing areas on the frame. Now let's head over to this Chinese website. The link is in the description to cut Ali out from the background. In the meanwhile, back in Photoshop, we need to remove the original subject from the background layer, so they don't clash when we import the cutout version. Let's merge all the background layer into one and then process it. We need to make it a little brighter and more saturated. Now go to Edit, Puppet Worm. I want to adjust his pose so his head isn't turned quite as sharply. To do this, place anchor point on the areas that need to stay still and at the point of the head that we will use to rotate it. Now let's open Camera Raw for some basic processing of the character. I want to explain the full workflow here. If you're interested, check out my previous video where I have a detailed breakdown of retouching and the AI. Let's add the text. I decided to use a similar font and add a drop shadow. I can't say exactly what the original font is, so if you know, please let me know in the comments. After that, we need to add the boxes. Simply use the rectangle tool. By holding down Shift, we create perfect squares. However, I noticed in the original thumbnail that the boxes are slightly flattened. So let's apply that same effect. And finally, just grab this dot in the corner and pull it inward to round the corners of our box. Great, this looks super. Now let's convert this layer into a smart object, and now all that's left is to erase the icon just like in the original. I'm also going to push all these icons to the back to create more depth. Next we need to add the laptop photo. I choose this one, and now I just need to adjust it to look at more realistic. Great, now I just need to blend it into a composition by adding a highlight. Don't worry if it looks a bit raw right now, the AI will fix it and it's going to look great. Since the original used colored icons with black outlines, we can select lineal color on the side and it immediately gives us the exact icons used in the original thumbnail. And just like that, we place all the icons. We added the all icons, now the only thing left is to add the AI. Here's the first version generated by AI. I usually do this specifically to improve the quality of the hair and fine details. We can also set the opacity to 50% and brush over the beard and ears just to smooth out the edge. Second version looks very AI generated, so I'm only going to use it to exchange specific objects, for example the laptop, just like I promised. Second, in the table it adds texture and realism to it, and of course this brush giving it more volume. You can see it was worth it because everything looks super clean. Now we just need to color grade the final thumbnail. We want to match here, just add some contrast, a touch of saturation to the highlight and shadows. I'd also add the slight vignette, and let's check out the final result. And here is the final result. Right now you can see my recreation side by side with the original. The process actually turned it out to be a bit more complex than it looked at first glance. Although I bet his designer cranks this out in about 10 minutes. Thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.